Okay, listen. I'm possessed. It is almost 4 in the morning, and I, for the second time tonight, feel the need to talk about this Will Smith situation because I'm actually like frustrated. I'm seeing on social media that they're not saying they're defending Will Smith. It's incredible, and Will Smith's acceptance speech to the Oscar he won is frankly, unironically unhinged. So first, let's just go through some of the facts of the situation. Okay, fact number one.
See it, all right?
Right after Chris Rock made the joke, and Will Smith's laughing. Isn't that a great fact? I feel like this is very relevant information, though. I mean, I feel like I want to reinforce that Will Smith originally didn't find the joke to be problematic at all. He laughed at it.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it, all right?
Look at this. Will Smith's laughing. Incredible stuff. Now, Jada's not particularly thrilled, but let's just establish this fact, okay? I think it's relevant. That being said, a lot of people just seem to not understand what the rules are here. All right, people are like, well, he said he spoke in a disparaging tone or a disparaging way about his wife. Okay, this isn't a real world situation that people are referring to when it's like talk shit, get hit when it comes to you hitting somebody for insulting your wife. Okay, the more analogous situation is you're like in front of somebody in a heated situation and they say something about your wife and boom, it's instant. This wasn't instant. And most of the time in real life, people will be like, don't talk about my wife. It's the first thing. That wasn't established. Here's what happened. Chris Rock, as a comedian, was paid a lot of money to host the Oscars, right? And roast the audience. If you look back at every Oscars, an interesting thing is seen. There's an observable pattern of comedians insulting celebrities. Incredible stuff. I don't know. I listen, I know it takes you have to be a professional researcher to understand this, but I mean, I'm here to interpret the data that this is just normal. That's number one. Second of all, Will found it funny until his wife decided not to find it funny. And then his wife, assumably, prompts him to violence. And you know what? Let's not even do that, because then that puts the blame onto Jada, because we don't want to put the blame on a woman for the mistake of a fucking grown man. Okay? Will Smith could have said, hey, I don't like that. We could have operated from there. He could have yelled and said, I don't like that. He could have gotten angry without hitting him, but he decided to laugh, thought it was funny, then got up and hit him. And then I can only assume forced an outrage. I don't understand how he gets so aggressive and starts getting so emotional after he did this bad thing. Will Smith has a legitimate problem, and maybe it is because he's with Jada, because frankly, their relationship is wildly toxic. I mean, the way that he talks about their open relationship seems to be as if he feels like he was pigeonholed into that relationship. But again, let's not push this off onto Jada. Let's stick to Will Smith. He's a grown man. We need to understand that he operates himself. But what really gets me here is this intro to his acceptance speech. Look at this. Here's Will Smith's tearful acceptance speech at the Oscars. First of all, people cheering, I find that to be insane. I don't understand how he gets away with it. Okay? I pregame going to Chuck E. Cheese with my niece, and I hit the guy wearing the mouse costume. All of a sudden, I'm in jail. Will Smith gets up, and he premeditated smacks Chris Rock in the face, and we're all applauding him? Where was my applause? Okay? Jesus. Anyway, seriously, what the fuck?
Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family.
And right off the bat, he's not even apologetic. A fierce defender of his family. A lot of men are. Not a hot take. I guarantee you that most of the grown men watching this video right now that I'm making understand that there are situations where it may be illegal to use physical force, but it needs to be done because you have another man disrespecting you consistently. But this isn't this situation. This is in the context of a comedian making jokes, and I understand your wife has alopecia, and you can get upset. But to go and smack him, he's not unpromptedly taking shots. He's literally making jokes about you guys, because you guys are going to be up on the chopping block next to see which one of you guys wins best fucking performative activist crying pussy. You know what I mean? And you clearly won. And so he made, oh, Jada, you're bald. Yeah, she has a medical condition, but she's not dying. She's losing her hair. Like, listen, it's okay. Like, we can acknowledge that the joke doesn't have to be perfect. You can even dislike the joke. But to sit here and, like, rationalize this violence and then praise Will Smith for it, and everybody's praising him for it right now. Listen to this. Yes, Queen, slay, hit people. Are you kidding me? If I was Chris Rock, I would be fucking furious, but everybody's gonna fall for the fucking crybaby bullshit, and they're gonna be like, oh my god, Will Smith's the victim here? How are we not being fucking gaslit? Like, this feels like almost like fucking toxic abusive behavior. Seriously, imagine somebody causing a crime and committing violence onto somebody and then crying and saying that I was justified in this unhinged display. He's crying. This is insane.
In this time in my life, in this moment, I am overwhelmed by what God is calling on me to do and be in this world.
That's a very self-righteous perspective. You won a fucking Oscar. You didn't just finish a holy war, Will Smith.
Making this film, I got to protect Ingenue Ellis, who was one of the strongest.
Why are people falling for these tears? Like, if he didn't just hit Chris Rock, I'd feel more emotional. But to me, this seems like a toxic, abusive display of, like, invoking sympathy and empathy of other people, and they're eating it up. This is insane. This is so disconnected, and it's like praising really inappropriate behavior.
Most delicate people I've ever met. I got to protect Sanaya and Demi, the two actresses that played Venus and Serena. I'm being called on in my life to love people.
There's more emotion in this moment here than there was when he did that really emotionally invoking scene where he's told Uncle Phil that he didn't care about his dad. That was real. That comes from a real place. This is insane. This is crazy.
And to protect people and to be a river to my people.
What the fuck?
Now, no,
I just can't take it seriously after the fucking incident with Chris Rock, bro. I just can't.
to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you.
What are you talking about? Like is this an activist? I'm a little confused because he's an actor. What are we talking about?
In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you.
Okay.
And you got to smile and you got to pretend like that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's making a very heavy correlation to Chris Rock. He's playing the victim. That's a fucking joke.
Richard Williams. And what I loved, thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful. That's when the devil comes for you.
Let me tell you something. All right? Let me pull out a Venn diagram. Okay? Here's my Venn diagram. Okay? The highest moment. That's right now. Right? Denzel was trying to comfort him, saying, at your highest moment, the devil's going to tempt you. So the devil will come for you. Here's Will's highest moment is tonight. Right? Now, this is his highest moment. This is his peak. This is his pristine peak right here. This is where Will Smith is. This is where Will is at his highest moment. We also know from what Denzel said is that the devil has never come for him. Well, we also know, based on Will's history, is that Jada Pinkett Smith is the devil. What are we saying here? That Will hitting Chris Rock equals Jada finally coming for him. Because she can't come for him. She has never come for him before. That's why she's fucking other guys. I mean, Jesus Christ. Are we really going to ham it up? You're really turning him into a victim, Denzel. He literally, this is insane. He hit a person unjustifiably. Holy shit. Why are we clapping?
It's like, I want to be a vessel for love. I want to say thank you to Venus and Serena. I just spit. I hope they didn't see that on TV.
Is that why they censored it?
I want to say thank you to Venus and Serena and the entire Williams family for entrusting me with your story. That's what I want to do. I want to be an ambassador of that kind of love.
You certainly are not.
Care and concern.
Bro, I can't take this seriously.
I want to apologize to the Academy. I want to apologize to all my fellow nominees.
Do you want to apologize to Chris Rock? Anyone else? Maybe Christopher Rock? Christopher Rockefeller? I apologize to Chris Rock for having a disproportionate response. Bro, this is his opportunity, but he's apologizing to everybody but Chris Rock. This is like personal. This is really insane.
This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not...
It's not. This is, honestly, I know I'm pausing on. This isn't a beautiful moment. This is a man who's unraveling in front of us. This is a literal fucking cry for help from Will Smith. This isn't a beautiful moment. This is the entire life experience of Will Smith being, frankly, I think that fucking probably manipulated by Jada Smith and having a bunch of series of complex emotions he doesn't know how to process, all culminating onto this one night where he's filled this entire situation with self-importance so that he can feel valid in some capacity or wanted by something because his wife doesn't provide the fundamental desire for his existence. Honestly, your partner should validate you through and through as a human being. They should help you grow. They should criticize you properly. They should make you a better person. They shouldn't make you feel like you live in a situation that you just can't get any help from. Will Smith doesn't... People will be like, well, they were in an open relationship. Sure. But you know what? It's very clear he didn't want it. You see the interviews. You're fucking fooling yourself. You're fucking fooling yourself. This man's entire the central point of his life, his family, his wife, and his kids. It's just specifically his wife. Is just not. It's just not. It's just not functioning properly. There seems to be a level of entitlement. Because listen, I'm pretty sure Jada, what does she do on her show? Criticizes people all the time. All the time. There's this bizarre sense of entitlement. I feel like Will, and I don't want to hammer it because Will Smith did the wrong thing. He did such a wrong thing. But this isn't a beautiful moment. This is a mental breakdown of something. This is somebody who needs to just stop, and he needs to really get like some kind of serious help. And part of that really does though like need to be Chris Rock, because it's insane that I feel this really reads to me that that Will Smith has some kind of like he's struggling with something. Like borderline an actual diagnosable situation. And we take it out on Chris Rock and everybody's cheering for Will Smith. How the fuck do you think that makes Chris Rock feel? How do you think that Chris Rock feels where Will Smith's playing the fucking victim and we're all just Will Smith, William Smitherson, woo. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you know how? I know that you guys know how that feels. I know that you know how it feels to be the victim of like some kind of subjugation by some factor. Maybe it's your work or something. Maybe your boss forces you to do some kind of work that's like beyond what you're supposed to do, and then after you finish it, he takes credit for it. That's what like this is. There's just no appreciation for Chris Rock and like how he took a slap and nobody fucking cares. But Will Smith has an actual like fucking some kind of like meltdown where he thinks the joke's funny and then instantly flips due to like the signal of his wife. And we think that this is normal behavior, or that somehow living in the Hollywood vacuum, it's okay that you're fucking psychopath, a deranged fucking human. It doesn't make sense. This has to feel like one of the most fucking frustrating scenarios of Chris Rock's entire life. Nobody's on his side. Not a single person is on his side. And if they are, they're not vocal about it. Like, not in this setting. There are people like, I'm on his side. You're on his side. If you're not, then I hope you get the help you need. But like everybody in this room, the immediate sphere, the immediate audience of people, just the people around him are like, thank you, Will Smith. Incredible stuff. Incredible.
I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine.
It's about like you not being able to healthily process your emotions.
And light on all of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family.
Bro, she looks confused. She looks confused. What the fuck? Wow.
Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said.
No, you just look like you're fucking insane. Look, art imitates. I look like a crazy. I assaulted a guy. Hey, that's pretty quirky, pretty cuckoo, if you ask me. Hey, that's pretty crazy, guys.
I look like
no consequences.
Crazy father, just like they said about Richard.
They should have escorted him out immediately. That would have been the rational thing to do, to escort him out. You could even say, Chris Rock, we're not having you host and we're going to turn to something else. What did they do? They kept him there. They got to keep him there for the performance so that he can get up and give this performative fucking speech and cry and make you feel bad for him doing a bad thing.
William. But love will make you do crazy things.
Look at the fucking satisfaction on this fucking demonic gremlin's fucking face. Holy shit. I am unironically fucking terrified right now. That is not an exaggeration. Will Smith is going on an absolute mental fucking breakdown tirade and mentions love will make you do crazy things, and they cut to this fucking it's not the baldness, it's not the pointed ears, it's not the outfit, it's the smug, satisfying look on her face after seeing her husband, who she treats like fucking garbage, smile as he's forced into this protector role that she doesn't deserve. This is insane. This is fucking insane. Look at her. This isn't normal. As if none of us know what it's like to be in love and do things that maybe we probably shouldn't do. Love won't make you do crazy things. Unhinged, manipulative, narcissistic people will. That's what'll make you do crazy things.
To my mother, a lot of this moment is really complicated for me, but to my mother, she didn't want to come out. She had her knitting friends. She has a knitting crew that she's in Philly watching with.
Well, that's weird. Your own mother doesn't want to. Okay. Well, we're not even going to observe that. That just seems a little bizarre that your mom would rather be with their knitting friends than go there with you, but okay. That we're there. This is a fucking rabbit hole at this point.
Being able to love and care for my mother and my family, my wife, I'm taking up too much time. Thank you for this honor. Thank you for this moment. And thank you on behalf of Richard and Oracene, the entire Williams family. Thank you. Hope the Academy invites me back. Thank you.
That was fucking unhinged, bro. That was absolutely fucking unhinged.